Hi, I'm Carly Cornell.
And I'm Harvey Cornell, and we are Dragon Phoenix Games.
Today we want to introduce you to the co-op version of Storm Dragons. Apparently we just never filmed this for you, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Harvey will tell you a little bit about what's different with the co-op.
Well, obviously we're going to be demonstrating a two-player co-op because we have two players here. There is a three-player,
Yeah.
but I'm going to just demonstrate, or we will demonstrate, the two-player. Now, for the purposes of our little introduction, we're sitting next to each other, but in order to play two-player co-op, we're going to be sitting opposite of each other, so I'll move across from her before we start. But if you can see, we also have 4 player mats out because there's going to be Carly's position, my position, and 2 ally positions positioned between us. And one of the interesting things about that is that as players, we can play our cards to our own board or to either one of our 2 allies' boards. We can't play to, like I can't play to Carly's board, she can't play to mine, but we can each play to the allies, so that we're working together to do the dragon battle for the allies, and we're on our own for our own personal battle.
Yeah.
And in addition, there will be an enemy that each of these players is playing against. So, for example, Carly will have her own enemy that'll be out in front of her, and I will be over on the opposite side and have an enemy in front of me, and each of the allies will have an enemy in front of them. So there's 4 simultaneous battles going on. So you're not battling everybody at the table at once. There's Carly versus her enemy, me versus my enemy, etc. So there's 4 little battles going on.
Yeah.
Although Carly and I have the ability to play on the 2 allies' battles, but they're still separate battles.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing that's interesting about that is that they are interdependent in that all 4 battles have to resolve before you start a new battle sequence. Mm-hmm. So that's just we'll show you that.
And we're also going to do this with a draft. Now we're going to be using the new Dragon Trappings expansion. So we have included all of the dragons and the storms into the deck. But when you use the items in the co-op, you don't put them into the deck. So I have an 81 card deck, so I just substituted from the main starter deck to put in the 14 dragons and storms in the expansion. So they're going to be out here, and they're going to be part of what we're drafting. And then before we start, we're going to deal with what we're going to do about the items. So we'll get back to that. So we're going to start with the draft, and it's mostly like the 2-player draft except right at the end, so we'll point out the difference when it happens.
Okay. Do you want to start, shall I?
Why don't you start?
Okay.
So we have our normal 9 sets of 3 cards, and Carly's going to pick 1 set. Now the first thing that's different is as you take sets of 3, you're not going to add them together. You're going to keep them as separate sets of 3 until the draft is over. You'll see why in a minute. Don't worry about it, but we won't mix our cards together.
I see several very attractive groups, but I'm going to take this one. This has a thunderstorm, a stormcaller, and a queen. Lots of good synergy in here, so I'm going to take that one.
Yeah, there is. Oh, well, there's actually a number
There are a
of
number of very interesting combos here.
Combos, yes. Well, I'm going to take, this is my first set. I have an Elder, a Stormcaller, and a Warder.
Yeah.
Warder being one of the new dragons. And
That's
then
cool.
Doing the snake draft, I get to go again. So I'm going to take a King, a Prince, and a Warlord. Now notice I am not going to stack them on top of those. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to keep this stack separate from that stack for the time being. Now Carly gets 1 more pick in this set.
Okay. I'm reluctant to let that Phoenix go, but this has a Warder in it.
Anything we don't pick will be in the enemy's deck. So this is our last chance to keep any of these cards out of the enemy's hands.
Yeah, and there's an Assassin in this one, which
both hard to let them have.
Hard to let that go. But I'm going to take this one.
Oh, they're going to get them both.
Yeah, a Warder, a Dreadnought, and an Elder. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's tough calls. I mean, we're only getting 4 out of the 9. They're getting all the rest. That was a tough call. Okay, so we'll set these aside and deal a second set of 9 sets of 3. second board, or whatever you want to call it, table of 9 sets of 3.
A plethora. It's a plethora of cards.
Okay.
The official
maybe this comes
plethora.
from what is it? This is supposed to be the dragon game, so this is I don't know. What could we come up with from there to represent
I'm not sure what a group of
the
dragons
field?
is.
The field of dragons
There
that
you
you
go.
can
Yeah, that's it.
draft. It's like playing ball in the schoolyard and pick team leaders, and you're picking the players for your team, right?
Great. So I went first, so you'll go first this time.
Yeah, so I will go. Okay. Well, the Phoenix Dragon is out there again with an assassin.
Oh, that's better.
That's a
That
little
makes
hard
it
to
easy.
pass up. There's also an assassin, a queen, and a prince. That's also another really nice one.
See the Queen, Thunderstorm, and Stormcaller? That matches my set here.
Ooh.
Yeah, the royal one over there is nice. Dreadnought, Duchess, and King.
I'm a Phoenix and an assassin. I'm going to go ahead and take that.
Yeah.
So now, again,
Okay.
keeping it separate, Carly will go and she's going to go 2 times again.
Ooh. I really want to double down, but I'm going to start with the Thunderstorm, Outrider, and Dreadnought. Because the Outrider and Dreadnought they're fun. Though, this is so tough.
Yeah, you got an assassin over here you don't want to let go.
No,
The Queen Stormcaller's a really nice set.
I'm going to take that again and just double down on that one.
Okay, well, I'm not going to let that assassin Queen
go.
Prince go, I don't think.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably the right thing to do.
Okay, so we pick up the rest of that set. And we have one final set to put out of putting out our final draft round. A double drawn bringer.
There's 3 conjurers on top there. Ooh.
It's a double Golemaster.
Mm-hmm.
There's a triple storm.
Okay,
And
we
one
had an
card that
82
shouldn't have
card
been
deck
there.
again.
Yeah.
Okay.
One that shouldn't have been there. Okay,
Okay, so I guess I go first again. Because
Yeah.
you went.
yeah.
Warlord, Juggernaut, Stormrider. Oh yeah. Oh baby, come to mama. Can't resist strength. You know. Squirrely effects are all very well and good.
Well, what have I got? I've got only one storm so far. I'm going to take the Hailstorm Stormcaller Conjurer. Now, we're going to play the game with 15 cards each. We each have 15 cards, but what happens now is my snake turn, coming back to me for a second turn, I can replace one of the sets in my hand. That's why I kept them separate. I can replace one of these sets of 3 with one of those sets of 3 if I want to make a switch. So let me see.
That one's an amusing stack.
It is, but I'm not
Does it work
sure.
well with your team?
Well, I'm not sure I'm willing to give up anything. Mm-hmm. There's a reason for everything I've got here, and I think I'm going to pass on my chance to do a swap.
Okay.
So now she can do a swap if she wants.
Yeah, now that team has a Windstorm, a Warlord, and an Outrider. I've got a Thunderstorm, a Dreadnought, and an Outrider here. So it's a similar team. The question is, do I want the Warlord or the Dreadnought? And the Windstorm versus the Thunderstorm. And I don't know, it's a tough call.
This is a better night storm, and it's a better day storm.
And the Warlord is stronger. I mean, the Warlord can do 10 day or night.
No.
But he's got
the
tail,
Warlord, yeah.
which the Warlord doesn't. I think I'm going to try this.
That's
and I'm gonna
a
pass.
night stack right there.
It is a night stack, no doubt.
Okay, so now, since we both passed on our chance to do a swapsy, we're going to do this. Now, would you care to shuffle that up, and then I'm going to talk to him about the items.
Yeah.
So now we have all 8 items that come in the Dragon Trappings expansion. And I'm going to mix them up, and then I'm going to deal 3 of them to each of us. And so we're going to get those right off the bat as just a random thing here. So, so now we can pick up all of our stacks of dragons and storms and make our decks. So I'm going to go ahead and make a draw deck. Pick up my items, put them in front of me. I got the Dragon Knight, the Flea Collar, and the Tail Spikes. If that's not exactly what I had last time, I don't know, it's pretty close if it's not.
I have the spikes.
Okay, I must have had the razor tail.
This is their
Okay, now we're going to have
deck.
to move around because I need to be
What is this?
across
These are
from
my
her.
items.
Yes. So, and we can put
Now we
this
can put our
back
enemy
in the
cards
middle.
out.
We put this over here, the day night. So, I'm going to move around the table so that I can be across from Carly.
Commander's Helm, Energizer Torque, and the Razorback. Oh, this is a little different. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I don't see the lightning harness.
Nope, didn't get that one, and we didn't get the Energizer Torque either.
Oh, I've got the Energizer Torque.
Okay, so we must have got one of. If I've got the tail
It's
spikes and you've got the Razorback,
Yeah, so what we don't have is the
claws.
claws.
the claws,
Claws of death.
and the
And
lightning harness.
Lightning harness. Yeah, which would do me more good in this game because I have more storms, but
Yeah, I'm not very deep in storms, but I do have a couple of storm callers.
Okay.
Happens to be stealing them from the enemy.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the way we would play our 2-player co-op. Technically, this is my ally and that's Carly's ally, but there's only like one
Yes.
situation where that really matters. For the most part, they're just our allies.
so
So,
let's see. This shows more bit. I'll scooch a little. Okay.
does everything else work?
Yeah, everything else is fine. The main playing area is visible, so
Okay, so now in this case what we do is we start with the enemy in front of one of us. So I would say, last time Carly and I did this, I think.
you got it. I'll take it this time.
Okay, so her enemy is going to go first, and the way the enemies play is to just draw a card. So she's going to draw a card for her
so
enemy.
My enemy draws. Okay, he's going to draw a blizzard, and that says enemies put 1 dragon from flight into discard, which isn't going to do him much good because we don't have any of those yet. And he doesn't get a score yet because it's only a storm. And you have to have a dragon to get a score. Remember, that's one of the basic.
Okay, so it's always like the enemy and then the player. If it's like her enemy, so she would go
I'm
right
next.
after her enemy.
Yeah, so but enemy, ally.
Well, the ally doesn't get a turn.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah,
enemy
anyway.
and then Carly, and we'll go explain it from there.
Yeah, and I'm going to play a queen because there's already a storm out there. Why wouldn't I? Oh, we're.
Oh, he would have picked day.
He would have picked day because the storm only has a score in the day. So I'm going to play a queen. In the day, she's worth 8 +1 for that storm. So she's worth 9, and I have control.
Okay, so now we're unlike in the regular game, the challenge token does not also represent control because there's 4 individual battles. So now the iris of the dragon eyes, we have 1 for each battle, and so this represents that
Control.
she's beating this player. But it doesn't have anything to do with the other players.
Yeah, and the fact that he doesn't have a score is why I don't have a ring on his scorecard.
Yeah, his score would be
scorecard.
here if he had one.
So
next would be this enemy.
Okay, he's got a conjurer.
Now, one thing you have to be aware of is some of the cards' abilities are changed a little bit in the co-op. And so you have to, keep the rules. Until you're used to it, you have to keep the rules handy and check and see if they play different. In this case, when the enemy gets a conjurer,
he's going to draw until he's got three dragons, and then we just choose the one that will play best for the time of day and what else he's got going on.
And he's only looking about what helps
this
him. He's not looking at the other enemies and what helps him, just this battle.
Yeah, and
right now he's got 2 points in the day.
But the strongest card I've got in here, I've got a king, and I've got a conjurer, and I've got an awakener. And the strongest one in here is the king, so I'm going to keep that. And I'm going to play that on top of the conjurer because
we have to give him the strongest hand we can with what he drew.
Yeah.
So in the day he's got 9. Which is going to put him in control.
Right, because nothing's been played on the ally deck. So.
Okay, now the ally doesn't get their own turn because they live off of what Carly and I can do for them, the human players. So the next thing would be the opponent in front of me, and he got a Golemancr. Now, would you double check? I think he is going to just discard and go again. Should be on the back page or the second to back page.
There he is. Draw a random dragon from the enemy's victory pile. If the enemy does not have a victory pile, then use the option to discard
it, draw again.
Draw and play the next card.
Yeah. And so he just came up with a spy, which...
that doesn't have a special.
In the day, it has a special that it could do if it had some dragons out that were not contributing to the battle, but it doesn't. So it'll just be worth 3. So we'll put a 3 out there, and he's got control. And now it's finally my turn. And Carly and I can use our items whenever we're ready to, just like in the regular game. And we can use them on ourselves or on the allies. So, now I can't help Carly directly. I mean, the only way I could help Carly, for example, is like with an assassin or something like that that lets me target her enemy. And for one, I don't have an assassin. For another, there's no dragon out there on her enemy. Now, I could play to here if I wanted.
And it's a bigger battle. The question is, can you catch up from 9? Because he's got a commanding lead there right now.
Yeah.
Unless you could do something about that. Because sometimes you can.
I don't know. That's not my strongest area. I think I'm just going to play to my own board. I'm going to play an Elder to my board for 7. And at least that way I can get in the lead on something.
There. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And now
and
this enemy,
King.
He's got 9.
Okay.
And control. Then we're back to Carly's enemy.
Okay. And he's going to play another storm, which is interesting. Now, in the day, he's going to play a windstorm, and that's worth 4 points in the day, but again, no score. So I'm just hanging out here waiting for him to play a dragon.
Yeah, but... Yeah. Oh, now, there are... that's another storm that would help
That's
your
going to change
score.
my queen, yeah.
So yeah, you're at 10.
Yeah, nobody else played a storm, so that isn't going to change her. I am interested, I think, in taking this one on because I have a queen that I can play, and we've got some storms in play already, so she will be worth 10 also, which means I can take control over here. And then I get to... One of the things that's special about playing an allies a card on the allies deck is that I get to draw a card. That's my bonus for playing on the allies thing instead of my own. Mm-hmm. But since this battle is sort of stalled for a minute, I thought I'd go play here.
And we're actually currently winning 3 out of the 4. That doesn't mean we're going to end up winning, but
yeah.
good start. Now my enemy is next. And he's going to add a hailstorm. Opponents discard a storm from their storm fronts. That's only...
Did we play... We didn't play a card for him. He
okay, that's right. Actually, this is his card.
That's his card. Okay.
So he's going to get 1. And then the queens will each get 1.
Okay, yeah, so she'll
and your
still
queen
be,
got 1.
So she will be in... Yeah. Okay.
So... But opponents discard storms. Now that's not the other ones, the other enemies out here. It's only the 4 of us, and none of us had storms.
Right.
So no effect there. Good for us. Good timing.
Yeah. It doesn't always work that way.
But now I have a plan. I'm going to help the other ally in their battle. I'm going to play a Stormcaller over here and steal this big 4-point storm. From that guy.
Okay.
And so that's going to make your battle a little easier. And at the same time, I've got a 4, 8, 9 on. Would you put a 9 out for him? And now I get a card for playing on an ally.
Okay.
Now we didn't take control, but we have caught up to this guy, so we're.
But
neck and neck.
he's gonna play again now because you just played. It's his turn.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes, that's right. That was me. His turn.
Okay, so he's going to play a Dawnbringer. It is already day, so that isn't. We don't have to check whether we need to change it today.
And he's just going to tuck it under the king.
I think she should go under. Yeah, that's the sensible thing to do.
That gives him 3 more points,
which means he goes to 12. Okay. Now
your enemy.
My enemy finally puts a dragon out.
And fortunately, he doesn't have the value of that 4-point storm to help him.
I'm okay with that.
So now he has a score of... Oops, here's the other
yeah,
marker.
all right. He has 7, 8 in the day.
Not enough to take control away from Carly.
No. I have
now,
11.
The way this ends is... We're going to use challenge a lot more than in the regular cooperative. I mean, a competitive play, because that we want to be able to end any of these battles as soon as we can, and then focus on the other battles. Otherwise, we would have to play until both of us ran out of cards, and then the battles would all stop and see who won.
Yeah.
But generally, they end up being decided by challenges.
Right.
But the challenges are also only one-on-one. Because there's 4 separate battles, so your challenge doesn't cross over to other battles.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to neglect that battle, which I'm not happy about, but I could just challenge now and save some cards for that battle or this one.
Now,
because if I challenge right now, I'll go to 12, and then he'll have one opportunity to try to beat a 12.
You have to get 5 more points, which is not easy.
No. Now, I'm only going to win 1 dragon from him, but...
Well, are you comfortable with it, or would you rather maybe use an item to make you a little stronger, or do you think you got it? Your Razorback just lets you add up your 2
it
values?
add day and night tail values.
So that doesn't help.
That doesn't help.
Energizer Torque doesn't help. And what's the last one?
Commander's Helm.
None of those are going to help.
No. So I think, I mean, the other thing I could do is I could play a storm or something. But I don't really want to do that right now. I honestly, I feel like if I were going to play something, I'd play it over there. And
So-
I'm wondering if maybe I should let this one ride one more round because we're only talking about 2 points right now.
True.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll let this one ride, and then I'll go play over here where there's
Okay.
more of a tussle going on.
And the victory conditions are essentially the same as in the competitive play, except that we're going to add up the points scored by Carly and me and our 2 allies against what the enemies score. So it's the same thing, except that we're adding up our 4 scores against their 4 scores.
Right. So,
And every card we leave in this deck goes to them in the end. So we're trying to win as many of those as we can so that we don't leave them for them to win.
I have an idea. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play a Stormcaller over here, and she's going to steal the blizzard from my enemy. The thing that's cool about that is that this enemy this battle that I've let sit for a little bit longer just got weaker on his part. So I'll steal that blizzard, and I'm going to put the Stormcaller underneath, because she's a little weaker than the queen for the bonuses. Now, she doesn't contribute anything to the score, so I've got 9 plus 1. Where did my other storm go? Oh, 2.
10, 11, 12.
Okay, so you've got 12 there, and we didn't play this again?
No.
Oh, no,
it was
that
your
comes
turn.
after me.
Yeah.
Oh, that comes after me, okay.
But
And
this
I
player's
could-
at 12.
Okay, and I could challenge at 13? That's not very...
No, it's
a
only
very good idea.
this
Yeah.
player would only have to get to 14. It might be able to manage that.
Yeah, I think it's not time yet, so I'm gonna wait.
Okay, so let's see what it does get. Here, I'll
Yeah,
pull.
it's time.
A sentinel. Okay, so it could change day to night if it's advantageous. If it were to go underneath on the bottom, there would be a 10, 11, which is 1 point better. But if it went into the day, it gets no score. So it actually gains a point going to 11. But what would happen down here? 5. Oh, this is a weaker.
Much weaker. So I think that's...
It is in the enemy's benefit to change it tonight
He's gonna change it tonight.
and then tuck it in under. His new score becomes, let's check me one more time, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Mm-hmm.
So that it goes to an 11. And our ally goes to 5, 6,
Nothing.
plus 7, 8, 9.
Nine.
Drops down to 9, and that is going to give him control.
Clever
Okay.
fellow.
Now my enemy will go and add a cloudburst. Now we're at 9. Everybody should have adjusted their scores.
Oh,
We didn't
yeah.
do that. My enemy is going to be at 4, 5, 6, 7, and I am still at 7, so nothing happens here.
Okay. My queen goes to 8. His... Oh, I should have... When I stole the storm, I should have adjusted him, but he doesn't change. He's at 7.
And we don't change control because it wasn't any of those players' turn, so we just
Right.
adjust their scores.
And is this adjusted?
Oh,
For
no, I was
night.
thinking maybe, so 4,
Six.
5, 6,
7.
7.
Okay, this one goes to 7, and this one goes to
6.
6.
Yeah. Okay, so then we finished. Now, my enemy went to 7, which was not enough to take control away from me. So, but I'm winning and you're winning, but our 2 allies are not winning.
Well, I've got a higher score here.
Yeah.
I will take control at
Okay.
some point, or this ally will take control.
Okay. I'm going to help this ally here. I'm going to play a Tempest,
Ooh, nice.
which is going to give +1 per storm. It has a 0 on the night number, but the +1 means this is worth 1 and this is worth 1, and the queen will say that it's another point, so it should go up to 12. And you're also going to gain a point from a new storm coming out.
I think you need to recount that. 6.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, did I get 13? 13.
Yeah.
So my ally has now taken control of 13 compared to 9, 10,
7,
11, still
8,
11.
9,
yes.
10.
A 2-point advantage here.
She's at 10.
And then because I played to my ally, I get to draw a card.
Right?
And
I don't
now
know if I
it's...
didn't do that.
You didn't draw your card?
I don't think
You know,
so.
how many times have
After
you
the
played
storm
with that
caller?
ally? Twice?
I played the queen in the storm call.
So yeah, I don't think you did the second one.
Okay.
Okay, now it's this enemy's turn. Draw a card. A Phoenix. Now look at the special rules for, I think the Phoenix
Yeah,
will...
he does have a
special rule for the enemy co-op play.
I'm looking. Yeah. It downs the opponent's head dragon and then put it in the put the phoenix in the enemy's victory pile. So it goes here.
Yeah. And that takes away all the score here.
Right. Yeah, so we lost a dragon, which means this battle is going very badly, but we did gain 1 point for retrieving that phoenix.
Now it's your enemy's turn.
Okay. And he's got a storm. Hee hee hee.
One for that, one for here.
Uh-huh.
What's the special ability on the storm?
All enemies discard all storms from their storm fronts. Oh, that sucks.
Goodness.
Okay, that's going to have to go in the discard.
Now, here's the case where it matters. This is my ally, so these go to my discard. That's
This
her
is my
ally.
ally, goes to
Goes
my
her
discard. Just because the cards need to come back into our hands, and so they need to come back to our mats.
But
that's why it matters who's...
But that changes some score, so let's recalculate.
Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. No, it's not 8. It's not 8. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Yeah,
Because
and this
it's at
guy's
night.
at 9. Mm-hmm. And this was this player's turn, so we can't adjust who's in control over here.
No.
But
this one now, he's got
7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
Which is more than you, so he just took control away.
He just took control. Okay.
Now it's Carly's turn.
That's my turn. I do not have great cards for this.
Remember, you can discard and
Oh,
draw.
no, not true, not true, not true. We switched to night. This is a good storm in the night. It's got 4 points. Hi, baby.
Okay.
So that means that she's got 9,
Plus the extra one for the queen's bonus is bringing
10,
it to 13.
11, 12, 13.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so she's at 13,
And
which I take control again. And we still only have 2 points out here. Isn't that weird? Well, I guess I deferred playing over here for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I should have played over there.
I don't know. It's all right.
It's okay. I'll play here. And but at 13, if I challenge, then I've got a 4-point advantage. Which, you know, I can probably win, but I've only got 2 points at risk here. Well, that's why I was thinking if I were to play this over there.
The storm.
Yeah, then I'd have
Well, yeah, that player made more
a better
need, maybe.
score. And that one has a bigger battle going on with that might make it worth. I think that it makes sense. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna undo this because I don't.
So you're gonna drop back down to 8 for that player.
Yeah.
Yourself, yeah.
And then I'm gonna play this here, which
So we'll
basically
5,
has the same
6,
10.
10, and then 11, 12, 13, 14. just going to put this one at 14.
14 against his 11, and I'm playing before he does, so I can challenge now at 15, and I am going to do that because I think that I might be able to win it, and there's lots of dragons at stake.
I mean, I agree with that. I think technically, since this is my ally, it would be my choice to challenge.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And that's one of the two things that you get for that being your ally. The discards and the choice to challenge. But yeah, I agree. Let's do that.
Okay.
And so when you do that, unlike the regular game, since this is a one-on-one between our ally and his enemy, this guy immediately gets one card to try to beat the challenge. And drew an assassin, and
It's
so
night.
And it's night, so he's gonna. Now he will
could.
only play the card if it's going to cause him to win. If he takes the queen out, what would the score become? 5,
8,
9,
9,
10. And yeah, that's going to cause him to win. So
Yeah.
here, this is the opponent's victory pile. I'll put it here.
He gets the
Oh no,
queen.
the assassin has to go out
The assassin goes in play.
in play, but he takes the queen.
Yeah,
and,
but
and
he
now
wins.
he wins.
So he gets all of this.
But we do not remove the storms because they affect any queens that are in play. So we just lost a bunch there. That hurt.
Yeah, and this is over. So this battle is over. We don't have to worry about it anymore until we reset.
So if you watch, you'll see how we omit the play here, and Carly and I will not be playing to this ally anymore. Even though the storm has to stay out because it affects the queens.
Right. So he doesn't get a turn because he's done. He won. So it's your turn.
Okay, this enemy
Your
right
enemy.
here. And he's got a warlord.
Yikes.
Which is going to put him at 10, 11, 14. Now,
Yikes.
the enemies in here do not have the ability to challenge. The challenge rests solely with the players and through us, our allies. So we don't have to have some kind of rule to figure out the challenge. They're strong enough without that. So he's going to go to 14
And take
and
control.
take control. Which means I'm not going to be able to wrest control from him this round, probably. But I don't think I can get to 15. As a matter of fact, I would say I'm pretty sure I can't get to 15. And over
You
here...
want to play here? Because this is only 6 points.
Yeah, that opponent
right now.
only has 6 right now. Now, one of my items is a dragon light, so I could add the dragon light and be allowed to use the daytime portion of my card if I want. Use daytime entirely for that battle, even though my opponent would not. What would that
Sure,
do
that's
for
an
me?
advantage for you at this time. You've got an elder there. I don't think it's going to be an advantage to you.
No, but maybe over here.
Oh, over here? Oh, yeah, maybe.
Because I have a king whose 3 points of tail would not be of any use unless I put that dragon light out. And I have another card that would benefit from being
Yeah.
in day.
Okay.
So I think what I will do is play a king here with a dragon light on it. So that means this whole player is playing as if it were daytime, even though everybody else is playing as if it were nighttime. Which will allow this player to take control.
Yep.
And I get to draw a card for playing on my ally.
And then this enemy gets to play.
And he has a windstorm, which is worth 1, but also lets him play a dragon. So we have to find a dragon in here and add that. Now he's going to play a sentinel as well. And he could switch it to day if he wanted. And actually that probably is in his interest.
I would think so.
So if he switches it to day, he's going to go way up in points. But he's going to put this on the bottom. And now he's got 12, 16. And we still have 9.
He takes
What a
control.
turn of events. That doesn't look so great.
No, but everybody else gets to reassess too.
Yes.
So she's going to go 8, 9, 10.
My enemy
11.
drops to 12. I'm still at 7.
Have we lost a storm? So I've got 8, 9,
There's 4.
10, 11, 12.
There's
I thought
5.
there were. Oh, there's the other one. Oh, we did lose one, and another one. Yeah, we lost some from the
From the cyclone.
yeah. So.
But do you have it
she's got
correct for 5 storms?
8.
You're at 13 then.
13. Yeah.
And your opponent is correct or not?
He is
7,
correct.
8, 9,
yeah.
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And now it's this opponent's play.
Right. And he's got a hailstorm which says opponents discard 1 storm from their storm front.
And none. This is the only one.
That's the only one.
And being my ally, that's coming back to me.
Okay. So that'll go underneath because we don't want to cover up that head value, which means he's got 11 now.
Your queen gained a point for a storm coming out.
She did. And it's still not my turn, so I still can't take control from him.
But now
I
it
will.
is your turn.
But now it's my turn, and I will take control. But I gotta do something that makes it. What do we have out here? Oh yeah, totally. I'm gonna play the storm caller and take this windstorm. The storm caller isn't gonna add a value again because it's daytime. But I get a 4-point windstorm here. So I've got 8, 12 plus 1,
13,
2,
14,
3,
15,
4.
16, 17.
Okay, 17.
Well, that's probably enough to challenge.
It's enough to challenge, and
At
I might as
18.
well. Yep,
So draw 1 card for your enemy,
he gets a spy. That
which
isn't
during the
gonna do
day lets him pick something up
take
that's
one
not
dragon
contributing.
from flight and
So
return it to his
since
hand.
it will not allow the enemy player to win, they discard it, and then
And then-
Carly follows through with
I get to
collecting her first
all
points
the
for the home
dragonies.
team, right?
take.
3 points
Is
for
that
the
right?
home team.
Oh, you had one over there.
No, that's oh, okay,
Yes,
4
Phoenix.
points for the home team,
Woohoo!
which you know
Oh,
we're
not
still behind.
covering us yet,
I think you got
but-
6. We're still behind, but we're still in
Anyway.
the running on these 2.
okay. So I have just finished my turn, so it's your turn.
Okay, so we don't have to do
you don't
this
have-
because this player's out. So we're
Then
going to come over
you're-
here. Now the first thing that happens is his +3 for the warlord goes away. He drops to 9 and he takes his turn. He has a cyclone. All enemies discard all storms from their storm fronts.
Damn it.
Well, but you don't have any queen that matters. That's actually
Oh,
good
that's
for
right.
you.
Oh, now I get to keep the card.
Yeah, that's a good thing for you.
Yeah, because the queen's already taken it.
Stupid
home.
enemy. He didn't know he was helping you, right? So we're still day. So now we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he's at 12. Still leaves him in control.
Okay.
And now
Then
it's
it's
my
your
turn. We're in bad shape over there now.
Yeah. Yeah, we may have to cut our losses and run on this one. We're only going to lose 1 point, so, well, and the 3 that they've got out.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm going to play on my board. I've got a prince. The prince is going to let me... Well, he's got 2 points in day. That's going to help me a little bit. And it's going to let me draw another card. Now, I could play my flea collar. Well, not on the... I don't want to play it on the prince. So I'm not going to play my flea collar. So I'm still behind 12 to 9.
Okay.
And now this player
he gets a
will go,
turn.
and he's got a juggernaut,
Yeah.
which will increase his score.
To 19.
Really?
Well, I don't know. Maybe not.
9 and 6 is 12.
Oh, we stole some storms from
Oh,
him.
all the storms really
yeah,
messed
so,
everything up.
So that's 12, 15. He's got 15 now. And this one still has 9.
Still has 9.
But it's my turn now. No, it's...
Yeah.
No, this is
That
done.
enemy's gone, so it's you.
It's me. So I could see if I can improve the situation over here. 13. Oh, this might be amusing. Okay, I'm going to play this card. This is a thunderstorm during the day. It says enemies move head dragon to tail position. So his juggernaut becomes, well, nothing. Which means that he now has 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here we have 10.
Yep. Still not caught up, but
Not caught
closer.
up, but we're getting there. And I'm done, so your enemy.
Mm-hmm. He's got a prince, which is going to give him 2 points and another card. Okay, and so he's going to play that to the back. It says enemy. It's a blizzard. It says enemies put 1 dragon from flight into discard. And so I'm gonna have to discard my. I'm pick the prince.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna have to.
I guess we're doing
I think
that.
this one comes here, yeah, and then this will come here, which is interesting as an effect.
Yes.
Okay, so what just happened was the king had the dragon light attached to him, and what we've said is in the rules is that what happens to the dragon happens to the item. And so this dragon is coming to my discard pile, which means this item will come to my stash. So
he's unopposed now at 12-0, and now it's your play.
12-0. I can put some points on there. I think we ought to try because we've got.
Don't forget your items. I mean,
oh yeah.
Did that help?
Let me see if that would help. Let's see. Playing in the day. Oh yeah, this is nice. Let's do this. Okay. I am going to play a dreadnought with a razorback. The razorback says, play with the dragon in your flight and add day and night values for this dragon when counting tail values, when counting the strength. So he will have 10 and 4 is 14. And +1 for the storm, he's at 15 now.
He's now ahead of his enemy.
So he's got control.
And
I don't know. What do you think? Is it time to challenge? Or can you contribute to that, or do you need to work over here?
My cards. Well, for example, here's one thing I could do. I could assassinate the Dawnbringer if I needed to take some points off. But is that? Well, I could also assassinate his prince and get some points off of here.
Right.
Which.
Well, I'm thinking maybe I should challenge because I'll be at 16, and he's got 12, and that's hard to overcome. I think. Sometimes.
Okay. Now, if she does, Carly will be out of the game because she is out and both of these are out, and it'll be just me and my enemy.
Okay, so I'm going to do that and challenge him at 16. It's a little risky. 4 is not a great big margin. And then this would give him 3 more points, which will not, in fact, defeat me.
So
they're not going to play it. And then these dragons all come to us. And see, we had one that was down, too, so that's another one. So I just picked up 6 dragons.
Cool.
I guess that goes here.
Right. All right, so it's just me and my opponent now. So we play until we have a resolution here.
We just resolved these 3 battles already.
So my opponent goes next. And he's got an outrider, but during the day, that doesn't do much. Man, a lot of points here. I mean, I wonder if I could manage to...
Can you swoop in and snatch them? Probably can't.
Well...
It's a pretty big lead. What's this? Oh, that didn't change his score, did it?
No, he's
12, 14, 15. You need
8,
to
9,
come.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, so he's up to 15. I've got a big row to hoe to catch him. Now, I've got a 6-point gap. I have a card that would give me 2 points and 3 points and 2 points. That's 7 that all have to work. If I got everything to work perfectly, I might be able to just barely pull ahead. So what I think I'm going to do, because I don't think I can win this, for my turn I'm going to play my flea collar.
Ooh, sweet. There you go.
And then I'm going to yield.
Yeah, all right.
So then he's going to win, but I'm going to put
That
my
bad boy
elder
goes-
back in my discard. The flea collar leaves the game. And then he's going to win all of the remaining cards.
Yikes. That was a pretty significant loss.
Yeah, but you made.
But I did
pretty well over here.
an okay battle
maybe we're
here.
okay.
Yeah.
So now
Okay.
we do what we would normally do and draw
Draw
two.
two.
If that doesn't bring us to 5, we're supposed to keep drawing.
Which I do. Okay.
So this opponent was the last winner, so we're going to start there.
Okay.
And he's going to go. And he has a spy. And it's worth more in knight, so he's going to pick knight, so he's going to have a 4. And then I am going to go. I think I'm going to play a warder on my area for 7
nice
points,
Dragon.
which will give me control and protect me in case he decides to try to assassinate me or something.
Yeah, squirrely things not allowed here. Roar.
And now this opponent will go and has a dreadnought for
Oh,
8
goodness.
points in the night.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
8
it's
up
it's
here.
his. I'm sorry. I'm doing this wrong.
And control.
And control.
Your opponent goes.
Right. With a spy, which at night is worth 4. Just like that battle.
And control.
And control.
Now your turn.
And then my turn. Yeah.
So now you have that dragon light, so you can force your
could.
play to be daytime if you needed to.
I could at that. Yeah, maybe. Or I happen to have a good night dragon here. Let's play an outrider. He's worth 9. Gives me control.
And challenge?
No, not challenging.
Okay.
Not with an outrider. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so this enemy will go and has a Golemancr. Now, what that means is they get a
Yeah.
random dragon from their victory pile. Sorry. That was a storm. That was a storm. That was a storm.
Yeah, we were just
That
playing
was a
with
storm.
queens. There's lots
That
of
was a
queens.
storm. And now he gets a warlord.
Sweet.
So now he has
For
in a
him.
night 10 points
Yeah.
in control.
Yeah, good for him, but all right, now your enemy.
My enemy, yes. Dawnbringer, that's going to change it to day. And so
And change
my enemy
everybody's
goes to
scores.
7.
3.
I am also at 7.
He goes to 10. I go to 5.
This guy goes to 11.
Okay.
Okay. And even though he went,
We'll
he did not
assess
take control from
during
me,
our turns.
but he didn't take control from me.
Right,
'Cause we both
okay.
have 7.
Ties don't mean anything in this game. Don't mean anything. You've got to be
But
able
it's
to win.
daytime, huh?
Yeah, it's daytime. The whole complexion of the thing changed, which I need a king or a spy here, and I don't have them. Well, there's a king. I don't have Awakener either.
I think I'm going to play a Phoenix Dragon over here.
Okay.
And I could immediately down him if I want. What you think? That's the reason I put it there to deal with the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's what I should do.
Sure.
Although we have to.
You'd have to discard him and not have a score.
But that's okay. If he goes away and this goes to your discard.
Right. Okay.
And he doesn't have a score anymore.
Right.
Although it's now his turn.
Now, you didn't take a card for your ally.
I take a card for playing to my ally, and then this guy gets to go again. Now he's got a Juggernaut.
So much better.
Dreadnought didn't work, let's go with the Juggernaut.
So much better.
And the control marker.
He's got 9 and control.
And your enemy.
Uh-huh. Okay, and he's gonna play a storm, which will bring him, we're in the day, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which
Now
is not enough to take control from me, because again, ties don't matter. And then, oh, it's daytime now. How fun. Got a couple things I want to do there. I'm going to play a Storm Rider, which, you know, I don't have any storms, so not a big deal, but that gives me 4 more points. That puts me at 9, and I still have control. I think that's it.
Okay, so
Oh,
the
I
enemy
didn't even
here.
consider that one.
It's alright, we don't have
It's okay.
anything on
Yeah,
here.
there's nothing going on.
And he's going to go again and add a Tempest, giving him 3 more points.
Yeah, at some point one of us is going to have to sacrifice a dragon over there. Make it go away.
Oh, now he's going to get a Golemancer, which is worth a point, and he gets another dragon from here.
Dang it.
A King, which he'll get the most use out of putting on top.
Maybe.
Now he's at 13. I'm way behind. Goodness.
Yikes.
And we're in the daytime.
Shoot, all the battles are still active. We aren't looking real healthy either.
Well, no, we're sucking on all of fronts, I think.
Not mine. Mine's the only one that I'm winning.
13 to 7, 9 to nothing, 14 to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Geez, I'd like to win this one, but I don't know. What's it going to take for me to catch up on that?
It's daytime. Most of the stuff that helps you doesn't work as well during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Well, maybe I'll fight the good fight. I'll keep trying over here.
I don't know. Cut your losses, but what have you got? Could you fight better over here?
This is a lot of points. I think
Okay.
I have a chance. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to
Okay.
play a Prince with Tail Spikes, which is going to give me a card. And that means my tail value of 2 is double, so I now added 8 points to my score to bring me to...
No, you only
no,
added 4.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm a couple points away, and I've got some more tricks up my sleeve.
Okay.
I don't know, it's a gamble. It's a real challenge. But there's a lot of points to be had if I can win it. Now, this enemy is going to go. Got a Squall, adding 3 points.
So he's at 12?
Yes.
Yep, he's at 12.
And now your enemy goes.
Yeesh. Okay, he's got an Outrider, which
Since it's daytime, is...
it's just going to improve his score by 2 points. So now he's got 7.
Okay.
Okay, that Outrider isn't as good at night. I mean, good during the day. Unless you've got an elder. And then his tail value counts. So I've got 7, 11,
And 4.
12, 3, 15.
Mm-hmm. Well, that might be enough for you
I
to
think that's
challenge.
plenty to challenge. I'm gonna do that because there's a
So you
bunch
have
of
a
dragons out
16
here.
then, is that right?
Let's
after
count
the challenge?
again just to be sure. 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay.
Yes. So he gets a Storm Rider. Now he's got a Storm too, so let's count. He's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's not enough.
So he won't play
He's
it,
not going to play
And
that.
he'll just lose.
He loses.
No, leave the storm.
I got to, yeah. But all of these guys come to my
Now-
victory pile.
It's really important for us to finish a battle like that, so now that she can focus on these 2, and that's going to help us,
We'll see.
instead of
Maybe.
trying to fight 3 battles, she's only trying to fight 2.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Piece of cake.
so now this player is going to go. He has a Conjurer, which is not worth any points during the day, but he's going to get to find 3 dragons from this pile and pick one. Now, the Duchess has the best tail value, but her ability doesn't do anything for the co-op play enemy. So it is worth the most points straight up, but a Prince is 1 less, but will let him draw again. So the Sentinel is not really going to help him switching tonight, so he's not going to pick that. So we have to decide what is in their best interest. Honestly, their best interest is probably the Prince, because he gets
because he
another
gets
card.
to draw and play.
So he's going to take the 2 points for the Prince, and draw and play another Storm, which he's going to tuck in under there. And this is going to get totally ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
this
it's like
is insane.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 to 0, I mean, we're really behind
Like
over
I say,
there.
we're going to have to sacrifice a dragon and go.
Yeah, maybe we
And you
give
don't-
that one up,
Yeah,
and
maybe we can fight this one, because
or we
Well,
just
it's
let it go
not-
until we run out of cards over here and not give them anything. Keep fighting over here. I don't know. But now this opponent is going to go, and he just gained 4 more points. But I've been waiting for that.
okay.
He fell into my trap.
He did.
He
Wow,
did.
you got a storm.
And here it goes. I'm going to play a hailstorm and force him to discard that, and we'll discard that as well. And we'll discard that as well.
And one of these.
And one of these. And this one's worth less to him. So this guy has now got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so he dropped way down.
And one for +1.
Oh, 13.
Yeah.
And this guy is now at 13, back to where he was. I think I went up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I went up 1. Now I'm only a point away. And this guy's back down to a 9.
11, 12.
That was a big sweeping change.
Good job.
And
Good
now
job.
this player's going to go.
Uh-huh.
He's got a Dawnbringer, which, you know, it's already day. But he's just going to tuck it in the back and get 3 more points, going up to 12. And now it's
Okay.
Carly's turn.
All right.
But I think we're in the running on at least these 2 now.
Yeah. I'm going to play here. And I'm going to play Dreadnought for 10 in the
Okay.
day.
And you get to draw a card
And I
for
draw a
playing
card,
there.
which I
And
really
don't
need.
forget your
My
items. Is there?
Yeah.
You don't need the Energizer. You don't need the Dragon Light. Commander's Helm is, you know,
Not useful yet.
Not useful yet. Unless you know you're going to be able to play there several times.
Yeah. We'll see.
But might be a little late. Anyway, so then we're going to go back over here, and this one's looking ugly. He's got
They're
an
just going to
Awakener.
keep taking home dragons. That allows them to take a dragon out of their discard, doesn't it?
Well, normally, but they don't have it I don't know what I said that the Awakener does on
look.
the co-op.
Draw an extra card and play it. Yikes.
You get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I don't see us ever catching that guy.
No. I don't know how we're going to catch this one either. I don't have tails to put behind him.
Okay, so now my enemy goes. Ooh. Another Duchess for 3, bringing him to 16.
You gonna be able to catch him?
Maybe. I'm gonna assassinate his, oh, doesn't really matter. I'll pick the Duchess. So I'm gonna get that. Put this back here. And he's gonna go back to 13 and I'm gonna stay at 12. Still a point behind.
I don't know.
Well, I still have I still have a couple of interesting plays I can make. Okay, here. Oh, he's got a Squall, giving him 3 more points.
Okay. And here's the deal.
You want to bail?
I can't do anything. I'm gonna yield, which means. Does he take him now?
Yeah, just not storms, right?
Yeah. Okay. I sorry, there's one face up because of the downing thing. Okay. So this one is done.
So he's going to play again. They're running out of cards. Trust me, the last time we won, we dominated and beat them. This time we're not winning. But we won the last game.
If only we'd filmed that.
And now he's going to get another 3 points at 19.
No, he's only get 2. Oh yeah, 3 because of the bonus. Yeah. Sorry.
And then this guy is going to get another 3 at 16.
Yeah, you see, I'm not sure. I know you need to win that one now because you've got 8 points on the table there.
Okay, I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna play a queen, which is gonna give me 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yikes.
And then I'm gonna challenge at 20, and I'm putting it
yeah.
all on this one.
Yeah, it's time.
And he's got something that would give him 2 and me 1, which will not give him the win, so I beat him.
Ha ha.
So I get all of this.
Yay!
I have to consider that a victory.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a bunch of dragons that you just brought home, so that's good.
Yeah. Then the only players left is me and this one. Well, no, you're still in.
I still could play here.
Yeah. Okay. So you're next then. So you can either resign out of the game or you can play over here.
I'd have to sacrifice somebody and yield.
We're gonna have to do that. I mean,
Okay.
if it's something you don't want, I have a conjurer I could play, which I don't mind if you want to just get out.
I'm gonna just.
But he'll get
resign,
another card
because I have played dragons, so I am legitimately able to resign. I am going to resign.
So he's going to get another card, which is a storm, which is going to put him at like 23. And so in order to get out of the game, I am going to play my conjurer over here. Which is going to let me look at 3 dragons. and put something in my hand. So I'll put a card in my hand, discard the other two, and then yield over here.
Oof.
And so that's going to end this combat round. So all of this stuff is going to their
Yeah.
pile. Well, one thing
Yikes.
is they're about to run out of cards, so we may be able to outlast them on that. So
Right.
this player was the
One.
last one in play,
We'll
so
put that
we'll
there.
start their battle from here.
Well, we haven't drawn up.
Yes. Oh, actually, I was supposed to draw one. Well, it doesn't matter. We're playing over there, but then when I draw up, it all balances back out.
Yeah, because you're only drawing to 5. You didn't have an extra.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so this enemy starts with a Duchess, and the Duchess doesn't get to do anything special.
But you have to choose day or night.
Day or night.
You can't tell.
Well,
They're the same.
They're the same, except that
stronger.
the tail value, if I have to stack on it, it'll work better if it's day.
Okay. All right.
So
That's
it
the reason
picks
to
day.
chase that.
And then my enemy gets a spy, which is only going to give them 3 in the day. And now I'm up. Do we want to draw it out and try to get more dragons out of them? They don't have that many cards.
They don't.
I'm thinking about, I could play a Warlord
Just end
and
it.
challenge at 11 and see if I can just
Take
end
those
that
2
one.
home. Yeah. Yeah. Let's
And then
do
we
that.
can focus on the other battles.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm going to try that. I'm going to play the Warlord, which gives me another draw.
And then
and
you've got 10.
I got 10. I'm going to challenge at 11 and give them 1 play. Their Awakener lets them draw another card, is that right?
Yes.
So
Draw and play.
it's better for them to put that on top.
Yeah.
So he's at 9 right now, and he gets another card, which is a Golemancer,
Oh boy.
which is going to give him another point to go to 10. And then he gets to
And get-
draw a random dragon.
Which will put him ahead of you.
That was a storm. No, he's got an assassin, which it's daytime, so it won't be able to attack,
And it doesn't add a score. Look at
and it
that.
doesn't add a score. But since it doesn't help him, he just doesn't do it, and he's out, and we beat him.
And you get to take home 3 dragons.
Four
Yikes.
dragons.
Well, I mean, yours plus 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So that was a quick exit over there. That's good for us.
Okay.
And now we're over to this enemy. He's got a squall, no score yet.
Right. Great.
Your enemy.
Didn't do the dishes. Okay. My enemy will play a Storm Rider. It's day, so he can put it in his storm front, and will, for 4. And then not much to win here. You're still active. This one's still active.
This is the only
That's
thing that's
the-
out.
I'm just thinking about, I think I'm gonna do this and
You stand yours too?
do the challenge at 11. And then he's got 1 card. The Sentinel,
You could change it tonight, which will not
Which
change your
would-
score and make his score.
his score would be 7 and mine would still be 11.
Yeah, so he
that
won't
isn't gonna
play
help.
it.
So that'll go there
And so you win.
and I win. Only 2 points, but you know, it ends a battle, so. Okay. Then he's out, your enemy.
You're almost out of cards. He's got a Conjurer. This is funny. Because that means he has to draw from here, and there's only one that's
So he'll
a
take that.
dragon. So he's going to have to draw that one. Now, it is a Sentinel, and he will be better off in night, so he will change it to night and put his Sentinel on top
Yeah, might as well.
to have a net 6, 7, 8. So
And
he's
does that gives him control?
okay. Now he has control at 8.
This one isn't going to go anywhere. It doesn't have a dragon.
Yeah. But it's night, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well then, I'll take his storm.
So there.
And so I've got 5, 6, 7, plus 1 is 8. I'm tied with him now.
Okay.
And the card has to go over here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a storm.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
So I can play there, but in the end it's not going to make any difference because he isn't going to have a dragon to play. But I guess if I do that, then I just...
You just play something and challenge so that you're out.
Okay, so I'll play a Juggernaut for 9 and challenge at 10. He has no score, so we're done. But at least I get to recover my Juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're basically out of the game.
Yeah, because all these are resolved.
And he didn't have any cards to draw. And so let me check. I think because he can't draw, we just consider that battle done right there. Game in. The enemy has no more dragons in his draw pile. It ends instantly. So we just have to resolve this. So even though we're both at 8, he technically has control,
which means
so
he
he
gets yours.
wins this.
Okay.
But so he's going to get that, but all of the remaining cards that we didn't play, we're going to get to keep.
Why don't you let me count ours and you can count theirs?
Okay.
I don't know. This might be close.
I think it's going to be closer than the last time we played.
Oh, it is. I'm at 37.
23. It is closer.
It is closer, but we crunched them. So that's how it goes. You can see that keeping track of whose turn it is probably the thing that is most challenging about the game. But if you can do that, it's really interesting to have to take on each one of these battles.
And decide, do I play to my area? Do I help one of the allies? You know?
Yeah.
If I help this ally and Carly does too, can we team up and manage to make this one win? You know, or vice versa over here.
Right.
Of course, on your own side, you're by yourself. The other player, the only thing the other player can do is kind of like the assassin or something that they can do to any player, but they can't play directly to your Dragonflight or Stormfront. So
right. So that's how the cooperative version of Storm Dragons works with the new expansion, the Dragon Trappings. We hope you enjoyed this and that you will join us on our GameFound funding project in about another week. Thank you very much.
thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.